Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Enjoy a few of the last Team Prairie videos. Today, on one of the many of the final episodes, we're going to play with the Kamen Rider Geats Flash Belt. Alright, here we go. And we're going to hit entry. First, we're going to do Geats. So his first one he uses is Magnum. So we're going to start with Magnum. So anyways, the next thing he does is do the Magnum Strike. Well, basically, just like the 01 flash belt, the GO flash belt, is that you can turn around, make it rotate. And you can actually put another raise buckle on the other side. So just boost, which is the next one he uses. Now we're gonna take off the belts. Well, I would do all of them with Geats, the ones that he uses in the show, but I'll do it for you guys. I'll do it for you guys. So he also uses Ninja. Yeah, I'm also going to do the Ninja Victory. But they all have this different sound. Next, we're gonna use Beat, which is one of Naga's belts, buckles thingies. You also get a weapon, which is the Beat axe. And yeah, that gets boring over time. So the next one he uses is this one called, oh yeah, zombie. It's zombies. No. I can actually take off the buckle pads. And then we move on to the next one he also uses is the Seeker's on belt called called Power Building Buckle. Well, I think it's all about tomorrow. No way. But then I had to switch it back from one to one. Next up, Tycoon. The first one he used in the show is Boost because some reason his belt has connections with geats. There he is. So the next one he uses is Ace One Ninja. Oh god, I love it. But the sounds are always the same, so I'm just gonna move on to the next one he uses. Just gotta find it. And it's the same thing as Ninja, so no shit. And I was like, yeah, no shit. Next, we're gonna move on to the next buckle, which is accesses his final form, Bujin's sword, which blocks up his whole authority and he's on the way to get the addiction. Pretty fucking strange, right, y'all? But what Tycoon can also do with the Bujin sword buckle, with one of the tab, is use different raised buckles. And the first way he uses with Bujin sword tab is monster. Monster. The next one he uses is, I believe, boost. That's what I think, and I know maybe it might be, but we'll try. This sound like the same. So dislodge, ID out. Anyways, next up is Nago. But I want to do her ace one, which is beat, but that'll come later in the franchise. That'll come up later. But in the meantime, the first one she started with was Armed Hammer. Oh, my. And then now we're gonna do her ace one, beat. But there's also one more that she uses, and that's to access her final form, Fantasy. Pension. All right, we're done with Nago now. Now we're gonna move on to Buffa. Next up, we're gonna move on to Buffa, the next rare that appears in the series. And his ace belt is Zombie. And that's what we're gonna look at first. Don't mind this video taking too long, guys. I just oh shit. Notch. God damn it. Zombie. And then we're gonna do the zombie. Now we're gonna move on to Buffa's crack core ID. And not again. And the first belt we're gonna start with is Jamato. And we also got Jamato, which is this bad boy right here. But most of the Jamato riders put their belt on the right, which is weird. Then we gotta add another belt, which is Jamato. And that's basically about it for Buffa. Now we're gonna move on to the next one on the list, Punk Jack. Wait, what am I doing? Back to the spell accident. Before Punk Jack, there was Shugro. Well, I'm not going to show all the crack core IDs because that'll take too long. So now we got Shugro, and he uses, I believe, Armed Arrow. And that's what we're gonna look at first. But the problem is that's the only belt where the only buckle he uses. It's kind of a damn bummer. Oh, it can go off. Oh, there we go. Never mind. He's back. Anyways, now we're gonna do Punk Jack, and his ace. The only belt he uses mainly is Monster, because that's his ace buckle. Anyways, that's enough for Punk Jack. And there's one more bearer we gotta take a look at, and that's the Pond. And he's the final bear rider in the show, and he uses Magnum. Vision. All right, that's enough for the Pond now. Now we're gonna move on to I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I believe this is Nate Sparrow. Well, I'm not sure what belt he uses, so I'm just gonna try to guess. I'm thinking I don't know. Well, the main riders are mostly what you're here for, so we'll skip him, and then we're gonna move on to this guy. I know he uses the fantasy buckle, the fantasy race buckle, which is his ace one. I know the stream is taking a little long and shit. A little long and some shit. That's the only one he uses. But I think I want to move on to Kingpin because he uses the same race buckle as Shugo, which is arm arrow. Attention. Now we're gonna move on to some of the other riders, such as Mary. The first one we're gonna look at is the net. First of all, we're gonna take a look at Mary, the pink sheep rider, and the only buckle she uses is arm shield. Now we're gonna take it off and take out his foot. Next, we're gonna take a look at Letter, which is another rider from the initial lineup. And she uses arm propeller. But with the belt she uses, Letter uses another one called arm propeller. Now we're gonna take it off. Another one from the initial lineup is the Legacy Riders Revi and Vice, but we'll take a look at those next. But first, we're going to take a look at Seeker. He uses these two right here. We can actually change the buckles on there. That's the only buckle Douglas that Seeker uses. But here's a little. But I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna show you the next two Doom Geats. But before we do that, let's take a look at Geats' final form. Boost Martin. This is super fun, actually. That's, only, that's just the final form. But here's the second final form with both of them. There we go. And now we're gonna take a look at some of the other core IDs in this flash belt. First of all is the Revi and Vice ones. Then we're gonna move on to the jump. I'm gonna do 5 more buckles, and then I'll end the video. So first of all is Revi. He's a rare from the Revice franchise, and he uses Beat. It's like Nago. Next up is Vice, and he uses Monster. Then next up is another one called X Geek. That's X. That's it. He thinks I'm joking, isn't he? You know, These people think I'm joking. I am not joking. Oh yeah. You did it wrong. Let's try it again. Let's try it one more time. Now we're going to do geats, which is this golden this, and this is hit, and he has his very own raised buckle too. But there's one more core ID we're gonna do in this video since I realized ruined my life. And that is the Jamato Riders. And they use this special crack core ID. And they use this special Jamato buckle, like, but normally they put it on the left. I'm gonna rotate it for you so you can do. I can do it. Just like Buffa, he uses this buckle to turn into his next secret form, Jamato Zombie. So guys, what did you think of this video that I finished in time? Write in the chat if you want to do that, but just do it now while I'm still in this live. Thank you guys for watching.